Gear. Gear is probably one of the coolest and most important aspects of Airsoft, and it's probably what drew you into the sport itself. So in this video, I'm going to cover all my gear, from the clothes I wear, to the safety equipment, and even to the carry system that I use. So, let's get into the video. First, I'll cover my base layer. So this is what I wear to every Airsoft skirmish that I go to. So currently I'm wearing the Invader Gear combat top, along with the combat trousers. I have a green Burger House snood on, in case it gets a bit cold, and I've got my green gloves on, which I don't know the brand because I've had them so long. So, the Invader Gear combat top, very good for utility, very warm. So if you haven't worn one of these before, these are very similar to an Under Armour shirt. They also have kind of extra thick sleeves, almost like a shirt or a coat almost. This helps protect you from the elements, but it also helps reduce the actual strike of BBs. You have really nice spaces on the arms for Velcro patches, as you can see here. I have my little dog with his hand grenade on there. They also have a nice little openings, so you can put any sort of gear in there, you know, little bits and bobs, pens, that type of thing. They also have the inserts for the elbow pads. I don't tend to wear elbow pads. I find you can get a bit in the way of play. They make you a bit immobile. So, you know, each their own. But if you want elbow pads, you know, inserts, very good, very nice to have that as an available option. So onto the trousers. So the trousers very similar. Nice big powder pocket there. You know, put all your speed loaders or any shotgun ammunition if you haven't got your own like little setup, you haven't got a chest rig, you haven't got a belt rig or anything like that. Has a nice, again, insert for pads. I personally prefer to wear the external knee pads, but again, each their own. If you like to wear the inserts, the availability and the option is there for you. You also have a pocket far down the side, which is another good little area to put things, maybe a little multi-tool or something. So again, quite a lot of utility. So onto the snood. The snood I've had for a very long time. I got it with the gloves. This is a basic Burger House snood. You can pretty much pick them up at any go outdoors. And you know, this is mainly just when it gets cold. It also protects my neck, but also when it gets cold I can just pull it up over my face like that. And the gloves, again, very old. I don't know the brand, and they got no logo on them. But I've had these for a long time. A good pair of shooting gloves. Very important to wear gloves while playing Airsoft. I used to wear a pair of Delta Force paintball gloves, but they're a bit bulky, you can get a bit in the way and catch things, so these are a bit better. Gloves very important to wear. Last game of Airsoft I played, very end of the day, doing 2v2s. Didn't wear my glove for that very last game, and I got shot in the finger, and the mark is still there. So for the combat top and the combat trousers, the combat top is roughly about $29.99 and the trousers are roughly about $34.99. Obviously that may vary with vendors and sellers. You can pretty much find them on most Airsoft websites online, so you know, if you're interested. I currently have mine in the Everglade pattern. Why did I pick Everglade? I just like it. I just like how it looks. I like the greens. I like a lot of green. I like greener camouflages. And I just wanted to give it a try, you know, just try something different from the old sort of green and brown coat I used to wear. So it worked well with my gear that I already had, and to say I just like how it looks, really. You know, pretty nice colouring, very good in wet weather, wet conditions. So yeah, very good. So onto boots. So in front of me right here, I have a pair of Combat UK brown leather patrol boots. And on the other hand, I have some Mammoths. Now, the cost difference of these is quite big. The Combat UK boots are about £30, whereas the Mammoths came closer to just, I think it was around about £120. Obviously, big difference in the shoes. I've had the Mammoths a lot longer than the Combat UK patrol boots. But, you know, they both work pretty well. I mostly wear the Combat UKs for my Airsoft. I usually wear the Mammoths more for hiking. However, you know, I've used these in the past and they do work very well. But going on to the patrol boots, they're pretty good, nice and warm, and the availability to run in something, especially during a game of Airsoft, the ability to run in a pair of boots, very important. The Mute, a little bit harder to run in, I find they're a bit heavier, not like a bit of a weight difference between the two. The Mutes have a lot heavier, however they are very waterproof. I fell in the sea with these on my feet once whilst catching spider crabs. My feet were dry, so these are very good. These work surprisingly well. I got them in a clearance sale. You know, they're taking a bit of a toll. They're getting a bit damaged. They're still somewhat waterproof. You know, as long as you don't go, you know, into any sort of swamps or anything, they work fine. But they are slowly degrading away. So maybe looking to get another pair, or I might go to a different brand. But for now, these work fine, and these work just fine. Now, onto my belt and rig system. So here we have the Viper VX utility rig. Now this is pretty good, pretty basic, but really good piece of kit. It's about $29.99, and it is honestly a lifesaver. When I'm playing without a rig, just everything on my belt, trousers kept falling down, it was a nightmare. So this is pretty good. It has a nice big slot in the back here for mags. I am going to get some mag inserts. Big oversight by myself. I didn't realise, and I just kept dropping my AEG mags everywhere. It also has a bit on the front here, so you can put other things there. I usually put like pistol mags or speed loaders in there. That's usually where I like to go, especially if I'm playing with my shotgun. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've got my flag on the front and my flag on the back. Yeah, it's pretty nice bit of kit. Then going on to what I have next to it, usually so this would usually go on the belt, but I've been recently trying to get a bit more out on the side of the chest rig, and it works a lot better there. This is where I keep all my shotgun shells in. So you got, you know, the 5 on the front, and there's 3 more inside. Each shell holds about 30 BBs, and the shotgun I use the SDF, which is just here. That shoots about 3 BBs per shot, if I'm lucky. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I like to keep everything in the room, so I think it goes good with the kit. But obviously then that rule is broken when it comes to my pistol holster and my dump pouch. So my pistol holster I got at an Army Surplus store in Ceredigion. The pistol holster is mainly sort of configured more for guns like a Glock or a 911. So I've had to adjust it to fit my Desert Eagle. So I took some of the stitching out at the bottom. But that's it's a nice bit of kit. It's in sort of a multi-cam, so obviously it breaks the rule a bit. Then that goes into my dump pouch, which I got in Haverfordwest. Again, it's in DPM, so I like DPM. I think they're nice with sort of darker colours on the kit I've got, a bit better than the multi-cam does, but yeah, pretty handy piece of kit. Usually use this to put empty shotgun shells, or empty speed loaders, or sometimes even like grenades or pyros or something. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I'll just sort of show you how it all sort of fits on. So I'll start with the chest rig. So you know, just nice at the top. I don't like to readjust it too much because I've got to a nice sort of adjustment. So I just sort of wiggle it on, and it goes on the side. And then if I want to put the shotgun shells on, I'll quickly just slot them in like so. And then going on to the pistol holster and dump pouch. So the pistol holster then it has, you know, these 2 little clips, nice, goes on. And then for the dump pouch, I usually just take the belt off one loop, slot it through. There we go, so that's it all on. Obviously you can attach other things like a hydration system to this, and you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say there's bits I need to add to it, I think. Yeah, maybe, you know, like I say, the mag inserts. And, you know, it's a work in progress, but I'm pretty happy with how my rig system works at the minute. So yeah. So onto wet weather gear. So in front of me I've got two coats, and this is a very similar situation to the boots. So on the one hand, this is the coat I currently wear while playing Airsoft. It's it's a regular coat from Asda. And then on the other hand, I have a Jack Pike English Oak camouflage coat. So obviously the difference between the two, obviously I wear this one more for Airsoft, and I wear this one more just for day-to-day life and just shooting and stuff like that. Whereas this one I obviously wear for Airsoft. So I like to use like a lot of older stuff, I don't like wasting things. So I saw this coat and I thought, you know what, it's an old coat we had lying around, and I thought might as well use it. And actually I think it goes quite well with the gear setup I got. So once that coat goes, I will probably begin to use the English Oak. I think it goes alright with the gear setup. It doesn't seem to clash too bad. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. I think they're both quite nice, to be fair. And I'm surprised this coat is holding up so well. I also sometimes bring it out, obviously, if it's very cold. And I'm quite happy with the coat. I like how it looks. And it goes good with the gear. So it's just as simple as that. So for face and eye protection, I wear the Nut Pro battle visor, which is about $25.99, and the lower face mesh mask, which is about $11.99. You can also see this is my old one. This is the full coverage on the sides. So unlike that one, it's not mesh on the sides, it's fabric. Obviously that protects you a little bit more. It's a bit itchy with the beard, I will say that. So I've switched to the full mesh. And what I usually do, I just pull up my snood and then covers it like that. I thought it was going to be really bad for fogging with my goggles. That was a big worry for me. But I actually found it worked a lot better than the combination of these two than have the combination of these three. So I'd say these are pretty good goggles though. I haven't had too much fogging issue. There obviously is some fogging because they're complete sealed, so you get a lot of fogging. I'll probably have to invest eventually in an anti-fog unit or something. But for the most part, I'd say it's pretty good. It protected me well. I've had some close shot, been shot in the face very close up, and this has done me well really. So here we have my knee protection. As I said earlier, I much prefer the external knee protection. I find it a bit easier to adjust and it fits my knee better. I find the inserts, they never sort of line up properly. So these are pretty good. These are Combat UK. The hard shell Combat UK in green, obviously. Knee protection is very important. I've still got like marks on my knee from like a year ago where I played Airsoft without knee protection. Kneeling on the ground, you get BBs jammed in your leg, you can get cuts, you get sticks and thorns stuck in there. So honestly, I would really recommend if you haven't got knee protection, get knee protection, because as you're going to get older, your knees are going to get worse and worse, and as you're playing Airsoft, they're going to get even worse. So honestly, these are great. I would highly recommend getting a pair of these. Obviously, for inserts, you're wrong. But honestly, these are great. Nice and hard, and it just stops you from even running hard stones, any sharp rocks, BBs, thorns, twigs, everything like that. Amazing. I would never play without these ever again. So, on to headwear. So here I have a Viper Tactical Beanie. Now I got this in Haverfordwest when I bought the DPM dunk pouch. And this has been pretty good, pretty nice to wear. Keeps your head warm, protects your ears, and it just stops from any sort of heavy BB shots hitting you in the back of the head, which is not very nice. And it also mounts the GoPro very well. So the GoPro I got on it's just a regular GoPro harness, and yeah, it's a pretty decent system. It does have some drawbacks in the sense of you've seen my video where the tree steals my GoPro, and a lot of time you won't see in videos when my GoPro falls off. If it gets really warm, it gets really sweaty, very intense gameplay, the beanie naturally slides off, and sometimes the elastic on the GoPro harness can sort of snag on the beanie and begin to sort of pull it off my head. But I think it's quite good overall. I'd say it's not nice protection, protects your ears, protects your head, all that. And it's quite quick to put on. It's not you got to do that, and then GoPro tangled. That's the slow part. The GoPro gets tangled. That's it. That's the only downside, but even then, it's still quite quick. There we go, and it's on. Simple as that. And I can adjust it just by pulling on the GoPro slightly. It's a bit stiff, but you know, it holds it there. It's very nice. I will eventually maybe switch to something like a helmet, just because you can get the proper GoPro mount in there, and I can get some more tactical doohickeys on there, which, let's be honest, they're cool. You'll want them. You can't afford them. But yeah, head system is a pretty basic, really basic. Obviously, you probably noticed throughout the video, I've had my cap on the side, just sat there. My intent was to play with that, maybe in the summer. Downside is when I get into the face protection, you'll see it's a bit harder because it doesn't fit well with my face protection, it lifts off, and it doesn't sit as well with the GoPro, so yeah. Hydration system. It's a bottle. Wow. Canteen technically, but this is very handy in the summer. Honestly, if you don't have a little bottle or something you can carry around in the field, get one. On a lot of the longer games, lifesaver, honestly. Things like hold the line, and in a game where you're playing a defensive and maybe you're holding a very specific position, maybe you're like camping the objective or something very similar to something like like a bomb dump mission or something. You know, you're waiting on the objective to stop them from throwing the bomb. One of these will save you. It's just nice to be able to have a quick drink, cool yourself down. Very basic. Got it in green, obviously. Goes well with the rest of the kit. You can either have it up on the chest rig, which it does get a bit in the way. So usually you have it on the back there. But you know, pretty versatile in terms of the way you put it. Pretty basic. Drink water from it. Just don't put it in the dishwasher. Do not put it in the hot water in it. Very simple. So onto my carry system. So as you can see, mountain warehouse bag in green, along with a gun bag in green. So the mountain warehouse bag is usually what I carry most of my BBs. I carry my food, drinks, a lot of my gear, a lot of my clothing and stuff goes in there. Very simple. You put my coat in there. That's where the basic essentials go. Now this is where I put all my guns, all my ammo, my magazines, sorry. And I got this from Airsoft quite recently, so it's a great investment. I think I got it for about, I can't remember, I think about £70 or something. This is very good though, very hard, changed my life instead of carrying everything around like an old SAAG bag, so awful. Has 4 slots for magazines, so I usually put my 3 AEG ones in there, and then use all my pistol mags and speed loaders and that one there. This bit at the front, little zip. You can put my batteries and maybe my pistol in there. And then you have the main compartment, which is nice and spacious. So the size so you can see, it's got the stuff to stop things from moving. I can fit both my AEG and my shotgun in there at the same time. So it's pretty handy. Switch to do, although with my new AEG, I'm going to use the AEG. Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty good. Velcro stops the mags from falling out. Honestly, changed going to Airsoft, made it so less stressful. I could bring more things or go in. It's easy to carry. Kept it all together. Big game changer, honestly. I've always had this for a long time. Bring it everywhere with me. If I had to say which I was planning more important than this, it's got all my actual stuff in it. I've probably put the pistol in here. In theory, obviously, you can bring out the AEG and the shotgun. You need a bigger bag. Honestly, get a bag. It will really help you carry things if you don't have one, especially if you're carrying things around the box. A lot of balancing act there. So honestly, would invest. So I hope you all enjoyed watching me going through all my gear. I hope you like watching me fail to speak on camera. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.